I did not listen to the whole 4 hours. I'm sorry to say. But when it comes to his characterizations of what's happening in Ukraine and elsewhere, I do think that there were some things we take issue with.
Can we stick with that? Just one
Yeah.
thing. One of the things he said was that Washington has told leaders of other countries not to attend the World War II parade. My memory is that, well, rather than putting back to you what you've said about this, is it true that you've told other leaders of other countries not to go?
Well, a couple points, Arshad. The first is that, as we've said, there are a variety of ways that the world will honor Victory in Europe Day, including on May 8th here in Washington. Some European capitals will also mark it. At the military parade, specifically in Moscow on May 9th, we'll be represented by Ambassador Teft. In considering our representation, we took into account Russia's ongoing violations of Ukraine's sovereignty, as have several of our European allies independently. And we would certainly suggest other countries consider this as well when determining their participation.
So you wouldn't say that you've actually told, well, has the U.S. government told any other leader don't go?
Well, every country makes their own decisions. We're talking to them clearly about how we made our decision and encouraging them to take the same considerations into account.
Yeah, but you can't say, no, we haven't actually told them.
I'm just not going to talk about what the specifics of our diplomatic conversations are. I think I was just clear about the message we were passing along.
Did you not, your ambassador to the Czech Republic not suggest that the president of the Czech Republic was making a mistake in view of the current situation to
Well,
go?
as we've always said.
So it's true.
Well, no, those are two different questions.
Well,
he said publicly that this isn't time for business as usual with Russia and that countries should take Russia's violations of Ukraine's sovereignty into account when considering their representation, as we did.
But it is not incorrect to say that the United States would take a dim view if European leader went and participated or attended the parade.
I don't necessarily want to say that, Matt. I think we make
I know you don't want to say it.
Well, because I don't think
but
it's accurate necessarily.
Oh, you would say that it was a good thing and shower.
Well, I think there's
praise
maybe
on
a
them?
middle ground here that's probably more accurate. I think from our perspective, there is. Don't look so dubious at me. I think from our perspective, we took into account what's going on in Ukraine clearly when we decided on our representation, and also noted that there are a variety of ways to mark Victory in Europe Day. We obviously honor the sacrifice of those who fought in World War II, including many, many Russians who sacrificed. So. Exactly. So this is something we feel very deeply about. But for this military parade specifically, which is one event, we took into account what was happening in Ukraine, and we are encouraging other countries to take the same thing into account. Right. They can make their own decisions about who they send, and it's not up to us to pass judgment on that. It's their decision. We're just making clear what our position is, and that we hope they would consider the same.
Well, if it's not up to you to pass judgment, why did the ambassador to the Czech Republic express displeasure with?
Well, I think he was expressing what I've expressed from here and what others have expressed,
Right.
that now is not the time for business as usual. And I think there is actually a debate inside the Czech Republic, separate from the ambassador, about this issue
and now
as
he's
well.
decided that he's not going to go to the parade. But I don't think that you can say that
I think that the ambassador was expressing what I've expressed here.
Maria, I understand that, but the point is that even if you didn't tell them no, don't go, you made it clear that you were sending your ambassador, not anyone higher level,
Correct.
and that they should
Take the same things into
account, which
Correct.
suggests that you think that they also should send their ambassadors.
I think each
Not
country
higher
has a
level.
variety of things to weigh when they make these decisions.
I
Yes.
want to follow